Good morning. It is Sunday, July 23rd, 2023. It is 7:45 a.m. in my locale. As you can see, I am dressed. I am ready to go. Very thankfully, yesterday was not great, not, stellar. Baby crocodiles, big crocodiles. But the most thing was that I got sleep. The most healthy, restorative thing I possibly need given my entire physical condition is sleep. Real sleep. And I'm going to thank these two guys right here for giving that to me. Because I wasn't awake every hour, and I wasn't awake every 10 minutes. They got up once to go pee, and then other than that, they just dropped like stones too, so maybe they needed some sleep. Okay, so let's see. I already put my laundry in the washer, and that was done at 5:30, and I transferred it at 6:45 to the dryer, so it should be done in a couple minutes. The kids haven't eaten yet, but I gave them a snack because I figured I would feed them about 8:30. I have some projects to work on today, and we have some stressy stuff going on. Not for me. Couple things are broken at the marina. They needed some help. I texted my boss. I went, listen, if you need to take my day off Sunday and make it Wednesday and just swap them, I'll come in and help. He never answered me. So guess what? It's his problem. Done. All right. No problem. So, oh well. So, let's go to our daily Zen poem. It is a little long, I'm going to warn you. See for yourself. Directly transcend the principles and activities of the Buddhas and the patriarchs. Go through the forest of thorns. Transcend the barriers of potential described by ancestral teachers. Pass through the silver mountain and iron wall. Then, for the first time, you will realize that there is a transcendent fundamental empowerment. You can sit, helping people solve their sticking points and untie their bonds. Shiotsu 1202 and 1280. I am of two minds of this. Directly transcend the principles and activities of the Buddhas and the patriarchs. Yeah. Everything that they're telling you to do, everything that people are telling you is this. Listen. We don't have scientists anymore. We don't have doctors anymore. We don't have PhDs anymore. We don't have experts anymore. And they're going to tell you what to do. With their Vaseline-covered glasses. No. You can do it all by yourself. Throw out their ignorance and their garbage and their agenda and figure it out for yourself. You're smart enough. You're big enough. You're good enough. You don't need help. Transcend the barriers of potential described by ancestral teachers. Where they tell you can't go, get up to that line and ask, why can't I go there? That is the entire key of exploration. I can't imagine Sir Francis Drake going, well, that might be the end of the world. We can't go there. Sailed around the damn globe. I can't imagine Neil Armstrong saying, well, you know what, we can't take the plane that high. Alright, so let's figure out what that level is and then let's go above that. We're going to the moon. I can't figure out J. Craig Ventnor, who went, nah, there's no way we can decode the human genome. We can't sequence it out. It would take way too long. We would need to, and instead he just went, you know what? I'll do it in 10 years. Did it in 9. With his own genome and then made it open source. Why are you listening to bullshit humans, if they're even human, I'm still working on that piece, telling you where your limits lie? That's like listening to people, in these blue hellhole cities go, these are all problems. Well, why did you pay to create them? Vaseline-covered glasses. You will realize there is a transcendent, fundamental empowerment. Yes, the one, I can tell you this myself from having done a lot of the things in the world by myself, the most important thing you can do is when you achieve something by having done it yourself, you get skills, mastery, and confidence. Okay, you actually can go, oh, wasn't that hard? I can do that? Cool. You can handle it now. And you're going to get confident that the next time a problem like that shows up, you're just going to go, I got it. May take me a little longer. I may have to sweat a couple of points. I still got it. Because, let's face it, experts aren't anymore. We figured that out. Now, here's the part that I don't like. You can sit helping people solve their sticking points and untie their bonds. Undo your own damn knot. I had to. Solve your own problems. I had to. And I'm nobody special. So what makes me so damn special that I have to step in and untie your knot? That is the number one problem that I had to conquer. And that was that I was enabling people. Oh, you poor thing, you're so incapable, let me help you. Go to any blue hellhole city. Oh, you poor thing, you're incapable, let me help you. I was wrong. All you need to do is you have to stand back and give somebody the time, information, and resources. They can do it themselves. After all, they're not better than you. They're not worse than you. They're you. I fixed it myself. I'm a nobody special. How about you? No, I do not recommend looting the Target for tools. But I do recommend, sitting down, thinking it out, doing some research, and solving the problem. Because the problem that is being presented to you is not going to be so insurmountable. Now, there's going to be somebody who goes, but I have this. Okay, well, when you're out of your depth, hey, you know when it's like, okay, look, now I got to call somebody with a deeper skill set. And when that happens, the first thing you should do is, I'm now your apprentice, and get right behind them, ask questions, help them out all the steps of the way, learn. Don't sit on the ground with your purple hair going, it's so bad and I can't just... You. Put a tool in your hand, put a book in your hand, put some information in your head, get it done. After all, I'm a nobody. And my laundry's going to be done by 8:15 in the morning. So how hard was that? Sorry, sounding cranky. I got sleep, so now I'm going to sound cranky. Because you know what? I have to be very careful when I get sleep, when I'm well rested, that I keep this part closed and I keep this part and this part open, because the most important thing and the worst thing I can do is report on reality as it stands. Right now, I used to be a nice person. I'm now a cranky, curmudgeonly hermit. Again, if somebody right now, right out there, you can't see the window, fell down and started bleeding, when I was 20, I would have run out there, blankets and everything else, let's get you in a shock blanket, let's do this, let's stop the bleeding. I'm a curmudgeon. I'm going to look out there and go, is that a wild animal? Is that even human? Whoa, that's a biohazard level 2 event. I am not. I don't have the tools for... Might have the skills, but I don't have the tools to solve that. It's going to have to figure itself out. I mean, so brave, so stunning, so wonderful, so capable. Stop your own bleeding. Put your own tourniquet on. I got to go feed the dogs. I got stuff to do, right? Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That's reality. This is the way they wanted it. Now you got it. Let's go for a daily rune pull. Something a little calmer. The Rune of Disruption, which we have pulled before. All right. I think it's 109. I'm going to paraphrase. Change, freedom, invention, and liberation. I think we pulled this earlier in the week. You are going to be disrupted, and how that's going to happen is going to vary for other people. However, this disruption, whatever it is, your values, your beliefs, your relationship, your work, your whatever, it's you creating that nature of what's happening, and you're not without power. You have the strength, which is what I just said, to go through that challenge and succeed. You're going to grow. Okay? And I will say that again, over and over and over again. Okay? These people that sit around and complain how bad everything is, instead of taking their own lives and making it the best possible and then staring outside and watching the decline. And by the way, do read that book if you have not gotten it. It's a book called Enjoy the Decline. It's by a man named Aaron Clarey. It's a little old. It's maybe almost a decade old now. Still timely today. Read that book. Oh, here comes another car. This is our little book. Now, the Army's disposition of force is like water. Water's configuration avoids heights, races downwards. The Army's disposition of force avoids the substantial and strikes the vacuous. Water configures in its flow around the accord of the terrain. The Army controls its victory in accord with the enemy. Thus, the Army does not maintain any constant strategic configuration of power. Water has no constant shape. When it was able to change and transform in accord with the enemy, will get victory. They'll be termed spiritual. Now that I can see. Okay. When you don't have, we'll go in two places. If you don't have a solid core set of values or what you understand reality to be, it's constantly shifting like sand or water. And that means you don't have a place to stand. You just rush around from place to place, finding the lowest place possible. This is okay because it talks about using flexibility and tactics. The problem is that you need to have some sort of, for lack of better terms, moral underpinning. And that is something that is severely lacking today. Our churches are being poisoned. Our families aren't doing the right job. There's no moral underpinning. And I'm very sad to say that even I, as a parent, attempted to put in a morality value, and I failed. Because somebody else reprogrammed that child. So there you have it. There's nothing you can do to get the concept of pick up after yourself, do your chores, eat your vegetables, don't leave your clothes on the floor. These very small things all build up. So the other one is the flexibility part, okay? Being flexible in the face of adversity is very important. You could be like water and get around the stone, okay? You could even be, I hate to say it because where I am, you could be like the red mangroves. Red mangroves are very flexible trees. Can't really build anything with them, but they're flexible. So what happens is, as the wind and the rain push them, they bend, they flex, they go where the wind is pushing them, protecting everything else underneath them. Sometimes flexibility is wonderful. Sometimes flexibility is deadly. My mother used to say the same thing that Mark Twain said, which is, son, you have to keep an open mind, but not so open your brains fall out. I just learned about something today. Speaking about flexibility, young people can't be on time anymore. And they're claiming it's because they have a mental problem that makes it unable to operate the clock. Let's talk about flexibility. If we say, okay, Timmy, you can be 5 minutes late because you have the hubs, then we got to let everybody be 5 minutes late. Because we can't make an exception for Timmy, even though his problem is completely undiagnosed. And let's face it, right up front, right here. Do you believe doctors anymore? I don't. 3 little words. Safe and effective. And there goes Johnny on the 14-year-old who's perfectly healthy on a football field. Ta-da! So I don't listen to doctors anymore either. Okay? How can we be flexible with something like that? Everybody's going to be late sometimes. Your kid blew out a diaper. That's going to happen. Your dog's got that's going to happen. It's not an everyday occurrence. So my answer is that pretend problems, and if we're flexible about those, we're going to be flexible all the way down the line. So flexible that we're going to be bent over and we're going to wonder, who's touching my hiney? We don't want to do that. Flexibility also means using intellect. Know when to bend. Know when to stand tight. So think about that today. As you work through your disruption, as you work through pushing out those, you can't do that. First of all, the last person that told me I couldn't do something, I took this left hand, I turned it this way, I put it against their chest, I pushed them over to the side, and I said, please get out of my way. The people that are doing things are getting really annoyed by the people who say, you can't do it. And I walked on, and nothing happened. Okay? So, take that into account today when somebody tells you, oh, you can't go in that store. Oh, you can't do that. Or my personal favorite. You go into the store and then they want to check the receipt on the way out. Tell them, no thank you, and walk right out. They won't stop you. You get what you accept. One more time for the kids in the small corner in the back. The more horseshit you accept, the more you get. Don't let somebody less than you limit you because of their limitations or their mental illness or their ideology or their lack of morals or whatever. Don't let that happen. All right, let's stand it up. Your obligatory case overview. Oh, with a big snort right down the box. Anything else? You ready for breakfast? Yeah, we had a little late breakfast. You guys are having brunch at this point. Love you. Whoop, hang on. Up and down. I think we gotta move over to grab this guy. This guy. Come here. Your quiet moment of Bodhi. Yeah. He was a good solid sleeper this morning, I tell you what. You have anything to say to nice people? All it takes is one open window for this kid. He's gone. There you go. All right. Excuse me. So today is going to be work, okay? But not go to work. Remember, I offered to let them switch my days off, and nobody answered. Well, then guess what? It's your problem. So I don't have to go to the marina at all today. If it falls into the drink, the answer is, I did offer to come help you out. Just switch my days. I didn't ask for overtime or anything else. It's what you want. You're getting what you wanted. Boo-hoo. No tears. You got what you wanted. I have to do something with my spice cabinet because I seem to have a couple of different things. A mix of this, a mix of that. This is fresh. This is ground. I've got to just pop it all open, and fix that because it's getting a little heavy. So I want to solve that. A not important, not urgent project. Finish my laundry. I have to go pick that up as soon as I'm done talking to you guys. While the video encodes, I'm going to go get it. Feed the kids. I have to do at least 2 more chapters of study today. I want to do a little gardening before it becomes 93 because it was 86 at 4 o'clock this morning. Just a little tiny bit of gardening. There's not a lot of cleanup out back, but I do have to go to town tomorrow, so that's no fun. And I have to check the seed potatoes. Got to make sure they're good. What else do we have to do? Take the garbage out. Okay. Dishes are done. I have to put a couple things away. I got to get my office box out, get a few things out of there. Again, most of these jobs I'm talking about today, other than feeding the kids, not important, not urgent. So today's my catch-up day. Right? So let the message today to you be, just because they're telling you there's a limitation, just because they're telling you there's something, don't listen. There are no more scientists. There are no more experts. There are no more doctors. There are no more anything anymore. It's you. And the people that you put around you to help you be successful. Because if you're around them, they're around you. You both are going to be successful. But I can tell you right now, if a doctor walked right in the front door, not that he could, it's a lot, but if he walked in the door and he said, you have to, I would pick him up by his lab coat, kick him in the ass, send him out to the yard and go, safe and effective, right? Out of here. And be done with it. Don't put up with nonsense. Understand that disruption brings challenges. Challenges bring success. And remember that flexibility, from our little book, is a powerful tool. But any tool that is misused can hurt you. Or could hurt someone that you care about. Now, if that tool is hurting the purple hair, screaming Mimi, bull-nosed, lots of tattoos, walking garbage, I really wouldn't worry about that. I worry more about the cost of the tool. Use your tools wisely. You got critters, take care of them. If you can give them all the loves in the world. And if you have to go out today, I'll say the same thing. Especially ladies. Please don't go alone. Take a buddy. I mean, I had someone that saw something pretty tough where I have to go tomorrow in the not the greatest place in the world. So, you know, the world's getting a little more crazy out there. There's a lot more walking garbage. There's a lot more animals than there are humans. So please take all the time and the effort in the world to take care of you. Because you may be taking care of someone else. Or your dogs, or your garden, or your whatever. Alright, let's sign off the right way. If you don't take care of you, nobody will. Thanks, Mom. Are they like-minded? Do they share your values? Do they have something to offer? Or no to any of these questions? Maybe you can take your problem to a big city and see how they're going to help you. Because we out here in the country, we told you no, and we got called all sorts of names. We have nothing to offer you. Shut the door and lock it. Get rid of it. You have to take care of you, then you got to take care of your tribe, and then after that, you know what you got to take care of? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You take care of the tribe, it'll take care of itself. You take care of you, you will take care of yourself. And more importantly, if you start taking care of them, they're going to be parasites. They're going to take time, energy, resources. You're going to be unhappy. They will be screaming. Best line. If you hand one of these animals a can of beans, they'll yell at you because you fed them. Let that sink in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the laundry and feed the kids and get started. So please have a positive Sunday, because I can guarantee you I'm going to have a positive Sunday. adversity, disruption, challenges, efforts. Don't listen to the nonsense. Don't listen to their barriers or borders. You got this. You can do it, and you will be smart enough to know that when you need to get more educated help, you will know to get that help and to whom to get it from. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I needed help with this, and hey, stop it, you two. If I needed help with this and I saw a mechanic and, button-down shirt, dirty jeans, grease on his hands, baseball cap, my RV guy, I'd be like, all right, this guy has it going down. He knows what's going on. Perfectly clean, 14 different buttons on his shirt, little bit of purple streak in his hair, little hammer and sickle button on his cup. I would keep driving, because those are not capable, and they're not even people. They are walking garbage, and they're miserable. Leave them alone. Go get what you need. It's very important, because it's your time, your energy, your money, your sanity, your whatever. So, a little bit of a long video today, but I've been up for a while, got some sleep, told you what would happen. Have a fantastic day. Bodie and Queso are going to get fed, I think, first. Then I'm going to retrieve the laundry. Anybody needs something, you really can't find me, but somebody can find me if you need me. Have a great Sunday. Don't let them stop you. You got this. You're going to be cool. Know where your limits are, and don't be afraid of hard work. See you now.